Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. It's Mary Jane. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and it'd be greatly appreciated. I think it sounds a little better. It looks a little bit clearer, but we'll see what happens. So, how are you guys doing on Friday? We got snow here. It actually snowed here. You believe that? It snowed here. I need a refill. So, what do you guys want to talk about? This is so that it just sucked my jaws together. So, anyways, what do you guys want to talk about? What's on your mind? Let me know. So, anyways, let's talk about this Conor McGregor. Dude went ham Thursday night and actually got out on bail today for 50 grand so he can go back to Ireland and spend that money. Estimated Conor McGregor, his net worth is $85 million. Like, damn, he got money like that. He's rolling like that. That's why he can roll up in the building and roll up in the building and attack the players. He was like, I got $85 million. I could pay for your damages. I could pay y'all. So basically, he done injured two MMA fighters. So basically, they're not going to be able to fight on Saturday. So Conor McGregor might keep his belt, or they're going to take his belt away anyway, because Conor McGregor is supposed to be disqualified because he haven't fought in a year. So in order to maintain the light heavyweight belt, I think that he does have, you have to be participating in some type of matches, at least one a year. And he hasn't done any since he fought Floyd Mayweather a year before that. So basically, he hasn't been really fighting. He hasn't been doing that or whatever. So whatever fight that was supposed to have tomorrow that's supposed to go down, whoever wins the fight tomorrow was supposed to actually take Conor McGregor's belt. So I said, I guess he said, that ain't going down. That ain't happening. You guys ain't taking my belt from me. And, Conor McGregor was shitting all over Floyd Mayweather, calling him violent, calling him an animal. The way that he behaved over there at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, I believe, he was off the chain. He was acting up. He done hit the bus. He done shattered the window with like a dolly, a garbage can, or something else. He done injured somebody's cornea. He went ham, and he didn't care that it was on camera. See how brazen he was? He was wilding like damn. And basically he turned himself in. I think he spent a couple of hours in jail, got a bail bondsman, bailed out, boom, he's on a flight back to Ireland. If that was anybody else, if that was an African American man, damn well that they would be locked up in prison. They would be saying that it's a terrorist threat, and this guy is a savage, this guy is this guy is that, and all kinds of stuff. They would have locked him up. They would have been like, oh, he broke all types of laws. But this guy then got locked up, paid half of $50,000, and then got out, and he's gone. After he hurt these other fighters that were supposed to, Khabib and somebody else that was supposed to be fighting, are not going to be able to fight tomorrow because of their injuries, and they will be going for a title belt. So who's going to pay for whatever money that they were supposed to receive because of the fight, And I'm just like, damn, this is crazy. Like, you could just do that, and it's all caught on camera, and it's like, oh, no big deal, because probably everybody that arrested, when he turned himself in and he's in the court, people identify with Conor McGregor. He, the DA, the prosecutor, the judge, the police, they all identify with him because he's just like them, basically. And plus, he's a national fighter, and people like him or whatever. And so he gets away with what he did, because if that was somebody else, they would be like, you are kicked out of whatever sports. They'd be like, you are kicked out of the MMA. You'll never be able to practice sports again ever. This guy is going to come back, and he's going to be fighting again, because now I can't even show you the pictures of the cops looking up to him like in awe of Conor McGregor after he just attacked these people that probably been these other fighters that have been training for months and probably years for this fight that's coming up on Saturday. Now they're not going to be able to fight because they were injured, And it's just crazy. Like, so Conor McGregor, he's charged with one count of felony. He has one felony, criminal mischief, and 3 counts of assault. And following the rampage on Thursday, the New York Police Department said, so basically, I guess he got that $85 million from that fight with Floyd, and he was like, I ain't got to fight again, and you ain't gonna take my belt. I'm like, whoa. And it's just like, but some people say that Conor McGregor went on a rampage because one of the fighters that was on the bus actually hit his brother or something like that. So Michael, he was injured. He suffered a laceration to his face when the bus window shattered. You know, come on. You imagine being sitting up on the bus. You got a big fight tomorrow. You've been practicing. You've been training. You've been weighing in. And then all of a sudden, some lunatic, some animal comes out of nowhere and started hitting the bus with garbage cans and all types of objects, and the glass shatter and it messes up your face where you can't fight. Come on. And then another flyweight fighter, Ray, was also will also not be taking part in the fight due to multiple cornea abrasions, the UFC said. Like, damn. So I guess Conor McGregor, he's letting everybody know he's about it. He's down with it. He's about this business. And if you talk shit about him or his peoples or anybody that train him or work with him, he's coming for you. But some people say that the reason why Conor McGregor went off is because one of the fighters on the bus attacked his younger brother. I don't know how true that is. But Conor McGregor, he's not actually a U.S. citizen at all. He's from Ireland, so I don't know if this is gonna affect his traveling passes. Nah, he got $85 million. Ain't nothing affecting that. And so, so basically, the judge also issued a the judge also issued a protection order against Miss McGregor, basically from the alleged victims, basically. So the victims got a protection order against him because you see how he was wilding, you see how he came crazy. I was like, yo, and you know the video and everything is out there. It's like, yo, this dude went ham. Like, why was he so angry? Why was he so mad? Was it really about his belt? Like, why would he jeopardize everything to come after these guys and attack them, you know, while they're on the bus, and he can't get to them because the bus is locked. The people that's, you know, the bus driver or whatever, the chauffeur is not going to open the bus, is not going to open the door, whatever. But why would he risk his, you know, championship, his belt, his reputation, and all these other things, his accolades? And basically people looked at him as being like, oh, he's going to beat Floyd Mayweather, he's going to take him out, he's going to do this, and he didn't do nothing. So, but why would McGregor, you know, risk all that, risk his reputation, risk, you know, actually being disbarred from, you know, the MMA? Why would he do that? Like, you know, it sounds real crazy, but does he think that, you know, is he that cocky? He's that cocky where he believes that nothing's going to happen to him. He's going to get a slap on the wrist. Is he going to get a slap on the wrist? Of course he's going to get a slap on the wrist. Like, come on, what's really going to happen to Conor McGregor for his attack? You know, it's nothing. They're going to brush it under the bus, basically, really, unless, I don't know if most likely the other fighters that were injured in this rampage of Conor McGregor basically are probably not going to be able to file charges against him or anything like that, because if they want to probably stay in MMA or whatever, they probably can't file charges or things like that, or they're going to be persuaded not to file charges and not to speak about the incident or whatever. But it is what it is. I was like, yo, did you see Conor just wow out like that? He knows there's cameras and he snuck in. Like, he basically, they're saying that he broke into that building, the Barclays building or whatever, because he was not supposed to be there. You know, he snuck in. He wasn't supposed to be there at all. So is that breaking entry? Breaking it? What's going on? Like, there should be more charges going on. There's no more charging. He's walking with his head up high. He's like, yeah, I did it, and what? So basically, if these fighters are not about it, they better just run packing, because it seems like Conor McGregor is going to get away with whatever he did, and he's not going to basically face any charges, really, and he's still going to be able to be in the MMA, because actually this incident is actually bringing attention to the UFC, as bringing attention to the sports, you know, as kind of a dying breed a little bit or whatever. So basically, and then also him fighting Floyd Mayweather also brought attention back to the UFC or whatever. But speaking of the UFC, why is Floyd Mayweather wanting to participate in the UFC. Why? Why does he want to participate in the UFC? Why does this man want to risk everything that he has, become a loser? He's going to be fighting people that know jiu-jitsu, that know martial arts, that knows all crazy stuff. We know Floyd trains year round, and he's great and he does good. But he's almost like 50 years old, and he's going to get in the ring with these young dudes and do jiu-jitsu and do mixed martial arts and martial arts fighting. That don't sound good. And is, if the is the UFC gonna actually pay Floyd Mayweather the money that he's used to? Come on, what's going on? Floyd, what are you doing? Just retire. Understand, you people that got all that money, got all the riches in the world, and you don't know what to do with it. You want to continue to fight, and you want to fight in a ring that you're not used to, a ring that you have not been fighting for, you never fought in at all. You never fought in the UFC. Why would you want to go there? Why would you want to fight there? Because the people that's going to probably go up against Floyd to fight him are going to try to do tremendous amount of damage to Floyd just to say, I beat the champ, I tore up the champ, I gave the champ a black eye, I broke the champ's ribs, or whatever. I'm not saying that Floyd's weak or anything like that, but damn, if you're gonna fight again, go back to boxing, fight in boxing. Don't step out of your element right now with the UFC. If you was like 25, I would say go for it, Floyd. If you was Michael Jordan, I would say go for it, because when Michael Jordan retired, he went to baseball, but he couldn't get injured like you could possibly get injured, and he has lost. Floyd, you have a impeccable record. Why lose it? Why throw it away? Why go to the UFC? Why? So I guess there's supposed to be the main event. It's supposed to be Saturday. The UFC 223 main event at the Barclays Center was set to be going on or whatever. And supposedly Conor McGregor was supposed to turn in his belt, but he didn't. He went crazy. So I guess he's going to keep his belt. I guess he's not going to, give the belt back. What is he going to do? So supposedly Khabib, he has a problem with Khabib or whatever. I guess they are nemesis and they don't like each other and all that other good stuff. So I don't know. But basically, whoever Khabib was supposed to be fighting, whoever he was supposed to fight, and whoever wins was supposed to take the lightweight belt that McGregor vacated because he hasn't fought. So is that the reason why he went off? I'm like, damn, you went crazy. You went off. Like, yo, only way you get away with that is in this country, and you got to be Caucasian to get away with some shit like that. Because imagine there was any other UFC player that was African American, they would have been like, oh, he's a terrorist, he's gang affiliated, he's a beast. They would have been like saying all types of stuff in media. All the stories about Conor McGregor right now that's on the blogs, that's on the news, is basically painting him in like, oh, he just had a little tip, he just had a little tap, blah blah blah. So anyways, it is what it is with that situation. So we'll see if anything happens to Conor McGregor, see if he's actually going to face any charges. He's probably going to get probation. He's probably not even going to get that. I don't know, because I don't know if it's first time offense or not or whatever, but they're going to let bygones be bygones. But I wonder if the people that got injured and hurt are actually going to sue Conor McGregor for their damages not being able to participate in the main event tomorrow, And so let's move on to Cardi B. Her Invasion album already went gold. Like, yo, she's doing the damn thing. She's turning up. She's putting the music up. People thought she wouldn't do it again. People thought that she was a one-hit wonder. People counted her out. People thought that she was dead in these streets. People thought this. People thought that. But look at her. First day, she goes gold. Them are numbers, baby. That means Cardi B she's here to stay. She's here to stay, and she's going to be here to stay. And, people always saying stuff about her, whatever, but she's doing a damn thing. She's living out her dream. She's doing her thing. Whether you consider her a lyricist, she's not a lyricist. Let's not even say that. But, people do write her music, but it's, people write a lot of people music. People have ghostwriters. People write music for other people all the time. It's like if you write songs, maybe you're not going to be able to sing that song. Maybe you can't put out put out the music that you want to put out, because maybe you're just not able to sing. Maybe you're not able to tune it up. Maybe your style and your swag, whatever song you wrote, you can't physically sing that song because it just doesn't sound like you, or it just doesn't look like you. It's not the image of you. So you sell the song to somebody else. That's what songwriters are for. That's why songwriters write money. Like, you can go down in the Hall of Fame of writing songs, being a producer and stuff like that. So basically, she has ghostwriters, she has people writing her music, people giving her a lot of slack. Who do I respect more? I respect artists that can write their own shit. I respect artists that can freestyle their own shit. But this is a different day. This is a different age and time where people are flaunting that they have ghostwriters. Drake got a ghostwriter, but we know he can actually rap. We know he can actually freestyle as well. And we know Cardi B can rap. And I don't know if she can freestyle. I think she freestyles on Instagram and things like that. But basically, she went gold. So she's letting everybody know she's here to stay. And if she's pregnant, she's pregnant. But she looks pregnant. She looks like she's ready to pop that baby out. Pop that baby out. She's ready to pop that baby out. She done dropped the album. It's already went gold. So at least that gives her a little time before, she gets ready to have birth, that she'll have a little peace. Like, she don't have to be in the studio working on an album right now. She can actually focus on motherhood. And then in the meantime, in between time, she's still up to and able to, perform songs, do a little small tour. She shouldn't overdo it because this is her first pregnancy or whatever. And she got the money, and she done already served the haters. Yes, she has switched her management over to Offset's management. She's running with them. I think it's a good choice, because she said her management was stealing from her, taking from her, and they put the story out there that she was pregnant. She said that they were taking money from her and they wasn't doing your girl right. So now she's signed over to Offset, the Migos. I was about to say the Three Amigos, the Migos, management team. And you know what? Watch she pop even more, because if she went gold just like that, the management team has something to do with it. But there's been a lot of negative stories about Cardi B and the last year, especially at the end of 2017, the summer. And now I bet you the negative stories are going to vanish, as they're not going to be as much as it was in 2017. So good luck to the girl. Want to see more women out here putting out music. Cardi B does have a machine behind her. She does have people promoting her. She has companies that are pushing her, advertising her music, branding her, and helping her. And there's a lot of females out here that don't have the same thing, but she's one that made it. So hopefully the other females out there can get the same thing, or basically let their voice be heard. Because I'm feeling Dej Love. I'm feeling so many Detroit, Shay. There's a lot of females that I'm feeling out here that'll be rapping or whatever, but it's all good. Me personally, I like Bodak Yellow. I don't like too much of Carly. I'm going to check out the songs in this album and see if she raps differently, because sometimes I just feel like Cardi B's not on the beat. Like, I feel like she's off the beat, or she's skipping a beat when she raps. In my opinion, I could be totally wrong, but that's what I hear. So anyways, and then we get a message from Fabulous. Fabulous went on to Instagram today to tell, Emily B's oldest daughter, the daughter that he helped raise, that, you know what, you're a queen, baby. I knew you will blossom. He goes, I watch you blossom into a queen. You're a queen. But damn, you beating her mother like she ain't shit. You knocking out her mother's teeth. You're dragging her. You got guns. You probably put guns to her head. You done dragged Emily B up and down the street, but Emily B stayed around. I don't even know if Emily B's actually going to go to court and actually press charges or anything like that, because she has to actually go to court. Because if she doesn't press any charges, the charges are going to be dropped. That's how I believe the law goes in New Jersey. They have three court cases, and if you fail to show of all three, the state dropped the charges. They don't bring the charges against you. In my state, the state will file charges against you regardless if you show up or not, or if you decline to go. And so then we get on to Snoop Lion. Snoop Lion, or Snoop Doggy Dogg, he's coming out with a gospel album. Tell me he ain't hustling. He's making that money. He's with Martha Stewart. He was Snoop Lion. He was Rasta. Now he's coming out with Christianity music, and he's going to be lighting it up. I don't know why. I don't know how. I won't be listening to it. But you know what? I wish he already has success. Well, I hope he makes a difference, and whoever he touches with, his Christian rap music, that he actually touches somebody. And some people that did want to listen to Snoop that wasn't able to because he cusses, he swears, is gangster rap or whatever. But now he will be singing gospel music, so you can check him out in a Walmart near you. And that is so fugazi, him coming out with gospel music. I believe that's trash. I believe, why would you even do that? Like, why? But you know what? He could do whatever he want to do. We had Nelly. Nelly went to country music, and it did some good for him, and it did some bad for him, because after country music, he hasn't came back with like any type of hip hop music. So I don't know. We'll see what Snoop Lion. He better have Don Juan on that album. Church. He better have Don Juan on that album. Snoop is trying to get every dollar he can before he hit the nut sack. Snoop is really trying, like, So, but people that are Christians, what do you think about that, Christians? What do you think about Snoop doing a gospel album? Do you think it's positive? Do you think it'll be sending a good message out to the youth? Do you think it'll be sending a good message out to the gang members that, you know what, we believe in God too, and we worship the Lord just as well? Instead of riding around with our gangster music, we'll be riding around with our Snoop Lion gospel music. It seems like Snoop Dogg is jumping on a good wave, because these gospel singers be making some money, baby. Imagine Snoop Dogg going to church and preaching. OMG, I'll be like, yo, word, that's how we living? That's how we doing? So, I don't know. I think it's fugazi. I think it's fugazi for Snoop to do a Christian album, but I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna buy it. It's not gonna bother me. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. But I don't know about y'all. Do y'all think Snoop is perpetrating out here? To you Christians out there, to my religions folks out there? And what about Sheree Whitfield being fired from Real Housewife of Atlanta? I don't know if it's because of the reunion, or was it because she was so boring and so dry this whole season. All we did was listen to her talk to Tyrone, his jail calls, whatever. She spent all that money on her house. She spent all that money on that basement. She remodeled it. She decorated. She got a massage chair. She got a pool table. She got a theater. She done did the upstairs. She was getting the house ready for Tyrone to come home, and he ain't coming home for another couple of years. I mean, a couple years, at least 7. At least 7, I believe. So, do you think that she can sell that house? Do you think that, she can sell all that furniture and stuff that she brought and return back to sender, or what? Because, or did she get some money from Tyrone? But he's locked up. How has he got any money unless he has some money somewhere, in a bag? I'm like, it's just crazy. So they got rid of her. I never like to bash or be happy that anybody loses their job, but she was co-signing to Kim so much and up Kim's ass, even though maybe that's her friend, maybe that's her homegirl, maybe Kim is the only person that she can trust, but it was a bad look. It was a bad taste. And then on top of that, at the end of the season finale, Sheree going off on Portia, acting like Portia did something wrong to her, and her and Portia was basically picking back off each other. Were basically being filmed with people, because a lot of people don't want to be filmed with Sheree on the show. Candy filmed with her, but a lot of people don't really want to be filmed with Sheree. And Sheree did some dirty shit. She done brought Kim to Nene's house, and Kim done came to Nene's house and started trouble where, her and Kenya went at it. Kim was throwing glasses, throwing food and shit, and doing all that, and Nene's house, disrespecting her. And so I wish it was Kim that got fired, because if Kim just walks off or she quits the show, she can come back. But if she gets fired, she can't come back. So what do you guys think about that? I know Portia sent cryptic messages, like she was kind of happy that she was going, like Sheree was gone. I'm not happy that anybody loses their job, because I know she got kids, even though her kids are grown and some of them do fend for themselves, but she still got a kid in college. And she's even though she's African American woman, she's an indigenous woman, even though she's siding with Kim and whatever. I don't want to be all happy that she's losing her job, but she should have just came with more to the story. Like, she didn't really have anything popping. Her kids was pretty much busy. I guess they were filming. I guess they wasn't living their real life. Really, she didn't have anything to pull from. She had the party at her house that was nice, the disco party that was cool, and then like the little drama that she had with Tyrone and Nene. Now that was a little bit of drama. It wasn't really too much. Then it was just collect calls back and forth with Tyrone, and then also Sheree going to see her her personal coach or her life coach or whatever. That kind of got dull. Maybe if Sheree would have got more into with her life coach, like actually talking about more than just Bob and his abuse and how it actually affect her, what she didn't do, and all this other stuff, I think she could have delved deep with what was going on with her life coach, which could have touched more people and probably would have gave her really more of a better, storyline. But she's out again. She's been fired again twice, Sheree. I know Sheree was like, damn, I'm gonna be missing them checks, because this season she was paid pretty well. So I hope all that money that she made didn't go into that house that people say that she don't live in. So I don't know. You tell me. I'm just like, damn, son. And so, anyways, I just found out about this story. Joey Merlino, the Philly mob boss, he was just, found not guilty, I think in January or February, against like a fraud case, medical fraud case or whatever, and racketeering case. And I was like, damn, I thought he was in Florida quiet. I thought he wasn't out here in these streets like that. So I guess Joey Merlino is back in these streets. So we actually got only reason why I really know about Joey Merlino is because they were saying like he was one of the only crime bosses that actually liked African American or indigenous people. That's what a lot of people said about him. I started seeing like little things on the internet. Then I found out about him, and Joey Merlino is out and about in Philly doing his business and chilling. He actually beat the feds, but we know the feds are not going to quit. They're going to continue to come after Joey Merlino, skinny Joey Merlino, and he actually still looks kind of the same. So anyways, that's it with what I have to talk about. So any questions, y'all? Anybody got anything to say? I'm like, damn, I can't believe Sheree Whitfield got fired. And then we find out that, Cynthia Bailey, she had a tumor in her back and she got it removed and she's showing it online. I was like, okay, but you know what? Thank you for telling people, because people don't know. And don't be and Cynthia ain't embarrassed. She told us about her thyroids. She told us about her, tumor, a lump or whatever she got removed. Like, she's out there. Anyways, that's all I gotta say for tonight. So I'll be back in a few. So peace. I'm out. One love. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples.